Oh, wait. Chair?
Oh, okay.
Okay. I'm like, oh, something heavy?
Yeah, I was confused.
Anyone.
I'm scared for my life.
Yeah.
Trying not to guest cameo from Jared.
Right. We got a special guest.
Still recording?
Yeah.
Hey, y'all.
Hey. I love him.
I can't. We have fun at J School.
And do.
Hello to all first-time buyers, returners, or window shoppers. Welcome to Off the Rack, a podcast where we look into any and everything fashion. My name is Cordell Jones, and I'll be helping you today with your visit. On today's rack, I'll be talking with my special guest, Nya Cummings, and taking a peek into her closet and style journey. With this being my first inaugural episode, I want to start strong, and this guest is the best way to do so. So stay tuned and have your carts ready, because at Off the Rack, our conversations sell. So, this being my first episode and it being the month of Black History Month, February, you know, go Black, power, all that, I wanted to try and highlight some Black designers at the top of every single episode. So for this episode, I'll be highlighting Mr. Telfar Clemens. He is the fashion designer and CEO of the famous brand Telfar. If you know me, you know I love Telfar. At this point, I like to coin myself as the HBCU Telfar ambassador with how much that I own. I Telfar bags, Telfar pants, Telfar tops, literally Telfar headbands, Telfar do-rags, everything Telfar I got. I might get that wallet soon. So, Telfar was born in Queens, New York, but he has Liberian heritage. His parents were Liberian, and he also had a collection in 2021 that celebrated that Liberian heritage. He started designing and reconstructing clothes in 2003 and 2004, and in late 2004, he created the brand Telfar in New York. The brand emphasizes unisex androgynous clothing for everyone, by everyone. Within every single modeling show, he definitely highlights the Black community and Black queer community as a whole, but also highlights other various communities, even just within New York City. And it definitely blew up during the pandemic, especially once Beyonce wore the famous large white bag, still waiting to get a white bag, waiting on that restock. Telfar Clemens, when are you going to do that? I'm waiting. So whenever you want to do that, please let me know. And from collaborating with Gap to being the famous Bushwick Birkin, this is like the it bag to end all it bags, especially on any HBCU campus. If you know somebody, they got a Telfar bag, whether it be man, woman, dog, principal, teacher. All of us have one at some point in time. And they are great bags. They're a great brand. And it's definitely a great one to highlight for Black History Month. So, to introduce my guest, it needs no introduction, but I know I have to give an introduction anyway. She is the third HBCU Miss People's Choice, the Mr. and Mrs. HBCU's Miss Junior of the Year. She is a member of the Florida Agricultural and Mechanical University Gospel Choir, Faces Modeling Troupe, our NAACP chapter, and Jewels Incorporated, and was the FAMU Miss Junior attendant for the 2021 to 2022 academic school year. Please welcome my very, very special guest, Nya Cummings.
Hey, y'all. Hey.
Period. We in the building. Hold on. Mic wasn't on. The mic is on now. So now
Hey,
we
y'all.
are here.
Okay, now we really here. Hey, y'all. Nya has entered the chat.
Yeah. I cannot. Oh my God. Okay. So I'm going to start off with some light questions, get a little gauge, not trying to jump all the way in. This is not 2020.
Right.
Though it can be if certain guests get on here.
Right.
But my first question is, what is your favorite clothing piece to wear?
So my favorite clothing piece is gonna have to go to my good girls knee-high boots because I feel as though you can dress it with anything. It's a statement piece, and I'm very big on statement pieces. So if I have a very extravagant shoe, I can dress around it. So I'm gonna say knee-high boots never do me wrong. I feel like everyone should own at least one pair, or if you don't wear heels or pumps, just a pair of boots in general.
I stand on it. Definitely wear a good little boot. I love me a good little boot. I have me about a good 3 or 4. I even got cowboy boots. I don't know when I'm going to wear them, but I know when I do wear them, the fit's going to work. But, definitely just have that one piece in your closet that's just like, if I put this on, it's over favorite.
Right. And I feel like it just goes with all the seasons too. Like, you can wear knee-high boots and a mini skirt and a crop top and it's summertime. You can wear knee-high boots, some jeans and a sweater and it's winter, So just get you some.
Very much. Very versatile.
Right.
Very versatile. All right. So now your favorite place to shop.
I'm going to go with my OG, Shein. Yeah, I'm going to go with Shein. I'm going to give it to her because I feel as though I have found all of my statement pieces mainly from Shein. And my advice on that is don't just shop on the first 5 pages or new arrivals. Stop, because that's why everybody wearing the same stuff. Go on those pages that people don't even get to. Like, I spent a week going through everything before I purchased my cart. So I definitely say go on those 101 pages, 102, and look at every single thing before you purchase.
That's real. Now, I would like to get into Shein because I like ASOS and I like Boohoo Man. Love them. Yeah. But Shein always gets a bad rep. And it's like, oh, no.
It be the bugs in the packages for
Again,
me.
rats in the packaging. Oh, my God. They got little, nail clippings in there. I don't know what's going on. But, I do know that they have good clothes. I have seen people wear the clothes and they look nice. So I'm like, maybe I might just have to push the nail clippers to the side and put on the outfit. I don't know.
Well, they say everything in life is a risk. Maybe the outfit is worth the little bites you might get on your chest.
Hello. It's a risk and there's an opportunity cost if you don't get it.
I know that's right.
So I will say next would be, what are your fashion icks if you have one?
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and give it to, if you're wearing all gold, if you are wearing all silver, don't throw in some random gold and silver if you're already wearing the opposite color. I really don't like the pairings together, but I know that now we're in a time where there's earrings that are gold and silver. There's necklaces that are gold and silver. That makes sense. But if you're going to do a silver chain, silver earrings, silver bracelet, and then you just do a random gold watch, that's like an ick for me, because why? Who invited you here, watch?
Yeah, yeah.
You're looking guilty.
I mean, I plead the fifth, but because I know people that I know a person, they sound very similar to me. They look very similar to me. I don't know who they are, but they're real close to me in form. And they like wearing silver and gold sometimes when they don't have all of the accessories to match up. And they make it work, but it's almost it's like you described. It's like, oh yeah, you got on all gold rings, and then magically you have a silver nose ring, and then, oh my God, your earrings are silver. What's going on with that? And then, oh, where did the anklet come from? And that happens to just look like bronze.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a big ache for me, but I do understand that, sometimes stuff happens. You just don't have a purse. Sometimes you have a purse that has gold accents and you're wearing silver, but you still need that purse. So I get that. But then one thing to add in, wrinkled clothes. I feel like if you're wearing silk or anything like that and it's wrinkled, it's already down 10 points for me. It's just... Why are you looking guilty again?
I'm not looking guilty. It's okay. So I get it. I understand. But it's sometimes I'm just do I really want to get the iron? It's just sitting there. It's okay, great. I got to unwind the cord, and then I got to put the water in it. Then I got to set it up if I ain't got no board.
Right.
So, it takes time. But I do understand, because I'm my parents raising me up. They made sure I ironed my clothes. I had a whole time in my life where it was just every weekend ironing everybody's clothes. Just making sure the wrinkles and creases in there, using the spray starch, all of that. But sometimes we just
I feel sometimes it's fine when it's urban and you're giving skater, you're giving streetwear. But when you're wearing a silk long dress and it's literally wrinkled up, it needs a steamer. It's begging for one at that point.
That is begging. I cannot. Okay. Now, my last little question before we really get into it. So what is one tip you would give someone about fashion in any aspect, whether it be styling, modeling, knowledge of fashion, all that sorts?
Be your own trendsetter. And I'm going to stick beside that because I feel as though we are in a generation where the media kind of wants to tell you how to dress or show you what's trending and make you want to buy it. But if you are not comfortable in it and you are not confident in it, do not wear it. Be okay setting trends. Be okay being the only one wearing that outfit, being the only one wearing those shoes. If you like it, wear it and be confident in it. Because if you're confident in it, that's what wears the outfit. That's what makes it fashionable, because you're confident in it and you're rocking it and you don't care what anyone has to say because you're content and you're satisfied with it.
Especially because your confidence will show if you're if you're not really feeling that confident, the outfit's going to show that you're not feeling that confident.
Exactly. Literally.
The more confidence you kind of have within yourself, and even knowing yourself also is another major factor.
Right.
Knowledge of self and then the confidence in yourself.
Right.
The outfit's going to eat regardless.
Literally. And I just stick beside that. Be your own trendsetter. It is okay to be different.
Because there is always one you. There's thousands
always one
other people.
And that person became a trendsetter, or a trend got started because guess what? It started somewhere and they did something outside of the box. So be the trendsetter.
That part, kick that box over.
No, literally.
Don't step in it. Kick it over.
Make a new one.
Hello. At a cardboard box, cardboard string, whatever. You got pencils.
Yarn.
Hello. Stitch it together, make a box.
Right.
And make your own lane.
Yes.
Okay, so now for the hard questions. Well, not even hard, but deeper.
The nitty-gritty, yeah.
Very that. So, being that you are out of state from D.C. to be exact.
Crib, D.C., where you at?
Yeah, where y'all at?
Nowhere on this campus, actually, because I am out of state.
Please. Most times, I'm sure that you get asked about, like, the landscape in terms of, like, society and lifestyles when it comes to, like, anywhere out of state compared to Florida.
Right.
So my question, being that this is centered with fashion, how do you feel that the fashion matches up in comparison to DC as a whole?
So I came here from DC, but I'm actually a military kid. So I lived everywhere like a year to a year and a half. So I've lived about 8 places. I've seen a lot of different fashions, and I literally change my aesthetic every time I move. So it's like people see me as one way here, but I promise you I had a different style every time I moved. I literally almost changed my identity every time I moved, but that's neither here nor there. Today I'm Nya Cummings. And I will say that DC has a more simplistic and professional approach. I feel like everyone's always in a rush. Everyone's always going to a business meeting. So you see a lot of suits, a lot of name brand, a lot of expensive clothing, as opposed to Florida and specifically FAMU and HBCU. You see more urban, more personality, really, incorporating the outfits, more trending things. So I definitely say that's the difference here. Like, people express themselves a little more rather than just putting on something expensive.
That's true. Which I'm like, the one time I did go to DC very offhand for a good 2 weeks visiting family and stuff, just like being around the people there and like seeing the different outfits, it was a little like, it was more like upscale compared to like being at home from Broward, Big Broward County, everybody back home. What's up?
Crib.
But like, even like people just wearing like dress suits and loafers just to like pick up something from Kroger. Or like, oh, they're just going out to eat, but they're like in a nice little outfit. Comparatively to here, it's more like streetwear based, especially at HBCU campus.
Yes.
Because like across the tracks, I'm sure that it looks completely different to how we dress over here.
Yes.
So it's definitely different.
Very, very different. And I was very different across the tracks. But I definitely say, like, you just never know who you're going to meet. You never know who you're in the room with. When you're in that grocery store, you don't know who's on the aisle with you, And I feel like a lot of doors, like 90% of the doors that have opened for me has been based off of how I present myself, based off of the first thing they see, which is how you carry yourself, what you're wearing, if you're put together, because that exudes confidence, So I definitely say really tune in on what you wear and don't take it lightly, because you just never know who you're going to bump into.
Now, my next question relating to the different influences that could come from in-state or out-of-state, which one influences you more? Would it be being in the different places like DC and everywhere else, or being here at FAMU and experiencing that? Okay,
so as I've like all the different places I've lived, I definitely feel like I adopted a little bit of the trends like currently at that time. So I low-key went through an identity crisis in my fashions, because I'm like, I don't know what I want to dress like right now. So, but I feel like when you come to an HBCU, FAMU specifically, you really get to grow into how you want to dress and who you are fashionably. So I feel like here, you see personalities really exuded through what people wear. So I feel like I determined how I want to dress, like for a big chunk of my life, as opposed to just switching it up every day. I kind of know what my style is like.
And that's real. It's good to know your style.
Yeah.
And speaking of your style, are there any people or like things that have influenced that?
So I, not to sound cocky or conceited, but, confidence is my BFF. I will say myself. I don't think that there's one specific person that I go and I watch and I shadow as far as my fashions, but I do see things that people wear on my timeline. I'll see a pair of boots. I'll see, some accessories, and I'll pull from that and be like, oh, I want to steal those shoes, but, dress it up differently. So I feel like I really incorporate my personality. I literally wake up, get dressed based off of how I feel and what I want to wear that day. Not specifically, oh, I saw this on Pinterest. I feel like I kind of just set my own trend, because what did I say? Be your own trendsetter.
That part. Slogan.
Literally.
Be your own trendsetter. But it's true. It's just having that knowledge of self and knowing what you want to look like can definitely influence yourself as a whole. Because I like to, have my little references and like, oh, I like how these people dress and da-da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
But like making something out of that to then have your own I guess, idea of what you look like, it adds instead of detracting. It makes it, even more interesting, because it's like, wow, this is what your eye sees. This is what you want to look like. And we're seeing that represented within what you're wearing.
Right. Make it your own.
So my next question would be, holding so many titles from Miss Junior to the third HBCU Miss People's Choice, how does that change what you normally like to dress like? Or do you just adapt to it as it goes?
So I feel like it's a mix of both, but more so, it did change me a lot how I dress because I'm on a campus where people see me a certain way. So if I'm not dressed up, if I'm not wearing heels, or if I randomly pop out with a crop top, some booty shorts, and some sneakers, people are gonna be like, whoa, that was a huge transition because
Literally.
I've been dressing consistently this way for so long. So I definitely feel like it did shift the way I dress. I don't really dress as urban. I dress more professional with a little spice. So now I put all that passion into like my accessories, my bags, my shoes, all that different stuff, being that I don't really wear exactly what I want to wear all the time because I dress so professional, but I still make it my own so that I'm confident in it.
And it's very true. If y'all have seen Nya on campus, guaranteed you're not going to not see her without a pump,
Literally.
without a nice little outfit going on.
Right.
All together, real, it's a moment.
Right.
Every single time. Trust me. I was sitting in a Chick-fil-A one time, saw her pop up in a white outfit, tiger print boots, full-on gold jewelry going on. I was like, wow. And I'm sitting here in Crocs and like a good little jean, maybe a nice little T-shirt.
Please don't sleep on yourself.
I'm not.
Because every time I see you, there's a statement piece that I've never seen before.
I mean, I understand, but
trendsetter. And if y'all see the sweater he's wearing right now.
I mean, sweater, it's like,
and then you see he's so humble. Like, no, you're eating us down.
It's a cute little top. No, this is fun.
I feel like he falls into his outfits on accident and be like,
Please.
Oh, this is cute.
Very much. I do kind of like wake up very clumsy. As a Sagittarius, that's how we are. Wake up, oops, and then, outfit on.
Right. Banger.
Very much. Oh, not banger. I can't. Okay, so now next. Being that this campus is a PIO campus, otherwise known as Put It On, I'm coining the term. Sue me if y'all use it. Do you also feel that it is your duty to also put it on?
It's mandatory. I feel like when you apply to an HBCU, but FAMU, the #1 public HBCU specifically, it is mandatory that you put it on because every day is a runway. Everybody out here is dressed up. Like, it's to a point, if you don't dress up, you kind of feel like a sore thumb poking out. Everyone is expressing themselves. You have colorful locks. You have a lot of facial jewelry. You have different things. So it's like, this is your time to tap into who you are fashionably. Challenge yourself. What you wore in high school doesn't have to be your fashions now. Try new things and put it on every day. Really found out what you like. So when you leave college, now you know what your style is. You know what you like because you've tried it.
And I stand on that, especially after seeing that whole discourse that happened on Twitter where this one person posted this video about, oh, well, I don't care if I'm at an HBCU, I'm still gonna wear my sweats. Right. And everybody was like, oh, well, you don't have to dress like that. But then other people were like, oh, no, you got to dress up all the time. What's your opinion on that? Do you also would apply that to that?
I definitely say just own it. Like, I feel sometimes confidence is silent and the work speaks for itself. Like, I feel like my outfits speak for itself. I don't have to go around and say, oh, I can dress and da-da-da. If you want to wear sweats, stand on it and be confident in it. Don't try to explain it to nobody. Wear your sweats loyally and dress it how you want to. Be yourself. Because, like, one day, heels will be trending. Knee-high boots will be trending. And then the next week, comfort wear and sweats will be trending. So it's like, just wear what you want. It's going to change regardless.
If you want to be comfortable, be comfortable. If you want to be couture, be couture.
Right. And some people got hard majors. I know I'm not wearing heels to a pharmacy class.
Trust
I'm just
me.
not.
I'd be surprised if you engineering and you're wearing a whole, good little outfit with a whole statement hat. I would be very surprised. And if y'all do, let me know so I could probably get styled.
No, let me know the trick.
Okay, my next question would be, are there anything from movies and TV from growing up, speaking on general influences, though you say you are a trendsetter yourself.
Right.
Is there anything from any type of media that kind of influenced how you dress today?
Yeah, so I feel like a lot of people do compare me to main characters of shows. Like, you have Olivia Pope and so on and so forth. A lot of people, call me the first lady and stuff like that. So I do say that I look up to people in the media like that because I love those strong Black women who I just never see them not dressed up. They always wearing a good pantsuit, face beat, a bust down lace in the pumps. I just see myself as that. So although it probably won't be as bland as it is in the media, but I will add me a little necktie, some extravagant jewelry, something like that. So I definitely feel like I'm inspired by things like that. But again, I just make it my own.
And that's real. And I also stand on accessorizing and adding stuff to y'all outfits.
Yes,
please make it different. Make it new.
We're really just tired of the black and white plain suit. Dress it up.
Yes, I get tired of seeing the same old little black slip dress and a little simple flat.
Right.
Make it different. Make it unique. Make it you. Make it fun. All right, so now my next question would come, due to also having these positions, because I can imagine just in regular life, different conversations about traditionalism and expression comes up whenever you're just on campus. But I do wonder what's your take on that within like the workplace setting or like in a job environment. Do you lean more towards the older generation's ideas of traditionalism when it comes to outfits, or do you lean more towards the creative side that our current generation has?
So I feel like I sit right in the middle of that because I definitely understand the traditional aspect, because I feel like you shouldn't show cleavage, or, you shouldn't, wear, a mini skirt or booty shorts to an interview or your job. But in the same breath, I feel like if you're going to wear a suit, if you're going to wear a business dress or a business skirt, dress it up and make it your own. I feel like it is okay to, wear your hair you want to, wear your braids, wear your locks, wear your nose piercing. Like, I'm definitely all for that creative side. But I feel like I agree with the professionalism. Like, make sure everything is tucked in and put away, but just make it fashionable.
I definitely do also stand with that, because at times, I remember I used to be very argumentative when it comes to that subject.
Right.
But I do believe that at times there is a time and place for traditionalism, as well as there being a time and place for the creative expressive side of everything.
Right.
And especially it also just kind of being like dressing for where you're going for.
Yes.
Because if like the job, if it allows you to kind of be more expressive and do what you want to do, then do that. And then if it makes you want to go into a traditional side, then just find a way to make it your own instead of having to just kind of stick to like the plain old.
Right. And it's very situational, of course, because, some jobs you are, working outside or you're working at the pool, so you can wear something different. But I feel as though the professional and traditional aspect challenges your fashions. It challenges you to make something you probably don't like wearing. It makes you like wearing it because you have to dress it up. You have to incorporate something you like, whether it's a watch or it's the necktie or a hat, so on and so forth. So it still shows you, like, I can be myself in a suit and I can be myself in my ripped jeans.
Especially on FAMU's campus, where there will be times where you have to dress up. At times, if you feel like trying to make it different,
literally,
and it still works, make it different.
Please do.
It's something. It adds to your outfit more than the tracks.
Go get your suit altered. Get some texture added to it. Something.
Anything. Tailored.
Literally.
For the love of it.
Please, tailor it.
Jeez. Okay. My next question would be, because, all of us have friends. I would like to think so. If not, maybe they're all around. Find some.
Right.
And if not, find some. Be good with yourself. It's also good. I'd like to ask, do you associate with people who are more fashionable, or is it just to come as you are what you are, wear what you want to wear type thing?
I'm very much open arms, come as you are. And it's crazy because my mom would always say, like, why are your friends always dress good and look good? I feel like you be just picking people that look good. I'm like, no, like, I really just be open arms. And most of the times people who are into fashion just lure to me. But I feel like I have a very diverse friend group. A lot of my friends are not super into fashion, but they'll just let me style them. Like, just know that I'm going to throw in a little waist belt. I'm going to add some accessories and jazz up your outfit every now and then. And then if you don't like it, you don't have to wear it. But I definitely do not pick my friends based off of the fashions, but know that I'm going to style you. Like, as my friend, it's like mandatory.
And that's real, because I've always told my friends before, sometimes I will turn into Andre Leon Talley and I'll get y'all together. And I'm going to make sure y'all look good.
Right. And we need to be in concept.
Hello.
Like, my friends always say, Night, we're not wearing a concept. We're not in a modeling trip. We just want to go to Baja's, and we just want to shake a little leg. I'm like, can we shake a little leg in concept?
And that's perfectly fine, baby. I will sit up there and be like, okay, great. The party got a theme, so we need to get our outfits the month before.
Exactly.
We're going to take pictures the week before, and then when we get there, we're going to make sure that we look good.
Exactly. And then it just exudes a certain confidence when y'all look good and feel good together.
I'm not trying to be the one person that's wearing, a good little Jordan and a t-shirt to a 70s party.
Like, I feel like fashion should always be discussed before you go to an event. Because, like, if we all wearing heels and then you pull up with some slides and, like, some sweats, now you left out when we all could have discussed the concept.
Definitely. I think my next question would probably be, if there was anything that you would want to change about your current style or like dip into, what would it be?
I definitely can say I want to challenge myself more. I feel like there's a lot of like icks I have. Like, I'll see someone else wear it and I'm like, I'll never wear that. Or if I see things trending, I try not to wear that because I simply just don't. I like standing out. So I definitely want to start challenging myself to wear things that I typically wouldn't wear or I deem as, trending, but make it my own. So, I definitely want to tap into, like, right now I'm on leather. Like, I'm really on like all leather outfits, on monochromatic. Shout out to Rihanna. Shout out to all my Pisces. Yeah, she really ate at the Super Bowl with that all red. So
sure did.
I'm really tapping into that monochromatic look now.
I was going to say, speaking of Rihanna, the pregnancy? You okay with that?
Okay, look, I love Rihanna. I just have to put that out there. She's really my sister. Her birthday's February 20th. Mine is the 25th.
Okay.
So I'm actually going to text her after this. You just made me remember that.
Wow, that's so fun.
Yeah. I know the baby's name, so if y'all find me, I'll tell y'all.
That's real. Can you ask her to get me some like Savage X Fenty? I kind of need some more.
No, like me too. But she hasn't gotten back to me within the last 21 years. So when I get a response, I'll definitely hook you and me both up.
That's real. That's real. I was gonna say, is there anybody on campus whose fashion they think is cool? Like, interesting.
Ooh, well, I'm a part of Faces Modeling Troupe Incorporated, so I am oftentimes surrounded by a lot of people who are into fashions. But I will say one of my good friends, her name is Mia, and she's actually in journalism as well, but we don't dress exactly alike, but we always talk to each other, and we're like, we inspire each other in a way, even though we both take it different routes. I love how confident and how different she aims to be. So I feel like she does inspire me in a way, because it's like some items I would never wear, she wears and make it look phenomenal, and vice versa. So I definitely would say shout out to you, Mia girl, doing your thing.
That's real. I love me some Mia. She will always put on a good fit. Every time. I'll just be like, woo, I can't even stay in a room with her.
No, literally. I'm like, girl, you really did that. And she's like, oh, I just, did a little one too. Like, what do you mean?
Real, I understand that.
You're eating us out.
To the fullest extent. I get that, Mia. I understand.
Right.
I feel you. You mentioned that you like Rihanna. She is your twin.
Right.
Do you take any fashion inspiration from her? Though you said you are a trendsetter.
Right. Of course. Again, there are a lot of things that I look at and I love. Like a lot of things that I like how she's simple but still clean and cute. Like she never overdoes it, but she does enough. And you can just tell she's confident in what she does. So, and when I ran for Miss Junior, my campaign was literally Rihanna. Like I imitated all of her pictures, all of her looks, and things like that. So of course she does inspire me because she's also a billionaire and a Black woman. But outside of that, there are little things that she wears, like the oversized clothing and things like that I do take from. And I also like the way that she, with the recent pregnancy, she kind of made pregnancy cool. Like she was like incorporating her belly inside of her pictures and things like that. So I just feel like based off of, if you were to gain weight or lose a little weight, like it's okay. Like dress it up, be confident in it. It doesn't have to hold you back. So I definitely feel like I take a lot of confidence tips and trying new things from her.
I love me some Rihanna. She's definitely, even for me, I take inspiration from her at times because the oversized clothing is definitely something I like.
Yeah.
Even my little Fam Gala outfit, the little first stole I got that deal from her wearing that little Balenciaga stole.
Yes, I didn't even think of that.
So I was just like, I'm like, she has so many different like moments that it's just like,
literally,
if you just like, you could just take certain pieces and put them into a new outfit and it'll still be even better.
Yeah.
She's just,
I love it.
Our style icon. Love
right.
her. Okay, so my next question would be, being that there's so many different things on our campus fashion-wise, and then you being a part of Faces Modeling Troupe, a very premier modeling troupe on campus.
Yeah.
Do you look at all into high fashion or couture type stuff, or is it more based within the reality of professionalism and the streetwear and stuff like that?
Oh, yes, of course. I feel with Faces, they kind of force you to tap into different genres and things like that. So you have high fashion, which is, that's when you could tap into your leather or your knee-high boots or something like that. Most of the times with high fashion, I like to go black dark colors. So like a royal blue or a royal purple or something like that. Some nice shades or something like that. And then you have casual, which is just what would you wear to brunch? Something cute, flowy, And then you have hip-hop. So that's when you have maybe some gold hoops and you giving some Nicki Minaj. You're giving us that. So I feel like it does force you to tap into a whole bunch of different categories. And I love it. I do it all the time because it's a time outside of campus that I can dress outside of professional, I can dress and wear what I want freely and still look good and show people I can dress in all aspects and genres, not just, professional.
That's definitely true. I have seen the Oregon campus a lot, and just seeing the different types of things y'all jump through in terms of eras and different influences for fashion, it shows that it's they're making sure y'all know y'all stuff.
And you challenge yourself and do something that you've never done before. Because sometimes you'll get a concept and it'll be I would never even think of this concept or do this in my life, but you have to, because it's we all have to be in concept. So then you challenge yourself and you make yourself like it by picking things you like. So I love that aspect.
Definitely love that. Okay. My last question. I know that this is Black History Month, and I definitely agree that we have this large standing influence on fashion, but I do want to make sure I ask my guests just to kind of get a sense as to how they feel about it. How do you feel that we as Black people influence fashion?
I feel like we are the fashion. I feel like we are the trendsetters, our culture, and I feel like a lot of the fashions that are new and upcoming are based around what our people are doing. I feel like we just have a lot of the trendsetters. So I feel as though we have a huge impact, and that's not only just what you wear, that's painting, that's fine arts and things like that. I feel like we are just kind of at the top of the food chain with those things. So I feel like we are the influence, and I think that we have to not take that lightly. Just because you see it on Shein does not mean it didn't start in your homegirl closet, you know? I feel like we start the trends for sure.
Definitely. We are the trendsetters. We are the moment. Now, come on now. So that is my episode, my first episode for Off the Rack.
I know that's right.
So thank you all for spending your time and shopping here today at Off the Rack. My name is Cordell, and you can find me on Instagram at CRDLLLL. It's basically my name without any vowels. And where can they find you, Nya?
You can find me, again, my name is Nya Cummings. You can find me at nya.imari on Instagram.
And also, you can find me within a bargain bin in somebody's store because I'm probably looking in there for some clothes. But, thank you all so much for joining me. And hopefully you guys will come back to shop again at Off the Rack.
Bye, y'all.
Bye. Off the Rack is produced in the studios of WANM-FM 90.5 in the School of Journalism and Graphic Communication at Florida A&M University.